road. Welcome to week 2 of Super Round of the Dialog Schools Rugby League, where St. Peter's and Isipathana collide with their season on the line. Both teams have already tripped once this year, meaning today the safety net is gone and the equation at Havelock Park is simple: win and stay alive, or lose and watch the title slip away. The ultimate game of survival is about to quick start as Isipathana hosts St. Peter's in a must-win affair for both sides. Played 6 games each in the season and having won 5, going 1 game down. Isipathana going down to Trinity, and St. Peter's going down to Zaira last week has brought this game to an anticlimax. It's crucial for both teams as they prepare for this big battle here at Havelock Park. I have a good commentary team today with SW Chang and the 2024 Isipathana Vice Captain Shakib Sumri. Good afternoon, gentlemen, and welcome to this big game.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good to be back. And the 2 commentators on the side, on the edge-wise, on 2 different natures with a massive gap in between. It's good to have you, Sumri, and hopefully you'll be on the field more than behind the bike.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, as always, excited to be here in the Combox. Isipathana versus St. Peter's, always one of the most exciting encounters in the schools rugby league.
Yeah, let's take a look at the weather conditions so far. It rained a few minutes ago. Heavy rain showers here at Havelock Park. Celsius 29. Cloudy at the moment. Wind speed from southwest 13 kilometers per hour. So the underfoot conditions are soggy, and the fast open band of rugby could be moved towards a tactical and a tight game.
Yes, of course, 2 schools which has been consistently in the top 4 in schools rugby for the past decade, and I think Isipathana and St. Peter's, the name itself says how much of history these 2 teams have, and I think this match with the conditions, it's going to be a replica of the 2024 schools rugby league finals, and for sure going to be one of the most exciting encounters in this league.
Definitely, it's a very exciting game. These 2 teams, in the last 10 years, Peters lead 6-4 in league encounters. That shows how closely this encounter has been worked off. Isipathana won the final time against St. Peter's in 2022 under Daham with Rarachi, and last win for St. Peter's coming last year under the leadership of Shankar Silva. Looking at the fixtures and results, only 1 game we had on Friday. St. Joseph's coming from behind to clinch that important 6 points in that plate segment encounter against St. Anthony's have given them extra lease of confidence going into the last 2 games. Royal against Trinity, dress rehearsal for the Bradby happening at Royal Complex, and the game we are giving you live. Isipathana taking on St. Peter's. And in the bowl, we got Mahanama taking on Lumbini. Close tussle, that will be a big game happening in the plate segment, a crucial one. Thurston College hosting Sri Sumangala. Sri Sumangala going down last weekend to Anand has opened up that place, and Thurston still unbeaten in that plate segment. Will look to win that and go to next week against St. Joseph's. And Anand College hosting St. Thomas. That could be a big one. Anand coming into that game with a victory last weekend, and St. Thomas's unfortunately went down to Joseph, so that is going to be a big encounter. And tomorrow we got 3 Wesley hosting Zaira. That's another biggie. Zaira unbeaten so far. Wesley, after the loss of Trinity College, will look to come back strong and stay alive in this cup segment. And in the bowl we got Prince of Wales and Kingswood College at Air Force Grounds, Ratmalan, and then cap off week 7 of the Super Round. Science College will host DSA Nanaika College in a crucial bowl segment encounter. A lot of rugby happening around, and we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll come back with more stats and team cards.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න. ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh. Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්.
Welcome back to Havelock Park. Both teams prepare for this much anticipated encounter. Must-win game for both sides. Now let's take a look at what happened in the previous week. We had 9 games, few upsets. To start off with, Prince of Wales going down to DS. That was at Rugby. And then Thurston coming from behind to win it with St Anthony's 12 points to 4. Then the big game, Wesley going strong, but unfortunately their season came to a halt with that loss to Trinity. And St Peter's also got a big loss against Zaira. And then the surprise of the weekend last weekend, Sri Sumangala going down to Ananda. Then the Major Milroy Fernando Trophy, Isipathana winning that game. Then St Thomas's went down to St Joseph. That was the first game we had last weekend. A huge statement win for the Josephians in the plate segment. And Mahanama College, who had a lot of opportunities in this game against Kingswood, couldn't convert any as Kingswood won that game 12 points to 29, and they are firm favourites to lift that bowl segment. And, Science College also after that loss against Kingswood started their bowl segment with a win against Lumbini College 26 points to 10. So exciting games in prospect. And let's take a look at the points table from Group 1A.
Trinity College with 30 points, of course, very comfortable lead in that points table. And Isipathana College following just one loss against Trinity College, but has managed to get themselves to the second round. Sumangala College, which really excited everyone with really a good comeback compared to last year, and St Anthony's College is still finding that spot on the first 2 points table. DS Senanayaka College, I think, will be very disappointed with where they stand in that league, in that points table. And I think Lumbini College still getting exposed to the A division schools rugby.
Yeah, that was a clear group which had team winning 5 and second place 4. And same thing happened in Group 2A also. St Peter's College winning all 5 games but only 4 bonus points. So they were at 29 points. Wesley going down only to St Peter's and with 4 bonus points. They completed round 1 with 24 points. St Joseph's on the other hand going down to the top 2, taking the points from the Ananda game into the plate segment, finishing at 3rd place with the Ananda on 4th. Mahanama with the solitary win against Prince of Wales, they took that points to the bowl segment. So 5th on that Group 2A Mahanama, and languaging at the bottom is Prince of Wales, also their first season in the top division, struggling to cope up with these big teams so far in this season.
Just moving on to Group 3, I would say the group of depth, which had a roller coaster of itself. Zaira College, of course, topping, I think, for the first time in the past decade. Absolutely brilliant win against Royal, and just couldn't get their win against St Thomas, but really had a good outing there. Royal College, once again, just couldn't get their win against Zaira. Had the fight until the last minute, but I think Royal College, of course, after winning against St Thomas, put themselves into the second round as well. St Thomas College and Thurston College, I think those two were maybe a similar team, but St Thomas just got the better of Zaira College and made sure they're in the 3rd place. And Trinity College, once again, one of those teams just like Sumangala, coming into the A division and really showing why they are here to play good rugby. And Kingswood College and Science College, still finding their place in that top 2 in the Group 3.
Especially Kingswood, on the other hand, going losing 4 games, but 3 losing bonus points in their kitty. That shows that they are rebuilding well. And taking a look at the Cup's points table, Trinity on top with 2 wins, with 2 bonus points, 12. So does Zahira College, 12 points. Then we have St. Peter's with 2 bonus points at 7. And Isipathana on 6 points, who are going head to head. And Royal and Wesley still to get a W in this Cup segment.
What really is exciting is, yes, Trinity and Zaire have 12 points, but Trinity has been outstanding in this season, and they have been really proving why they are the best and why they are the knockout champions as well. And moving on to the top point scorer, Nimanda Sandeepa will be playing today against St. Peter's as well. Will want to add more points. Dinet Chamudita, I think he was one of the top points scorer last year as well, just carrying Anand the front, and I think Anand has been really improving ever since last year. Shan Altaf, as always, one of those top players in the school's rugby league, carrying Trinity College with his points tally as well. Sachin Induvara, another lad who has been carrying Lumbini single-handedly, I would say. He has been good with his boot, and Mayankada is following with 49 points.
Yeah, so how good is Anand the college with Dinet Chamudita in it. When he picks, the team picks very well. That we saw last weekend against the victory against Sumangala College. Top try scorers, none other than Shan Altaf, leading the pack with 8 tries to him. And Shenuka Pereira, Dinukucha Sundara, and Nithan Mantusha with 7 tries apiece, tied at the second place. And Hashara Madugaske, also from St. Peter's, 6 tries for him. So shows how crucial that the top try scorers have performed in this league so far.
I think St. Peter's is one of those run-in sides of the season, and it's clearly shown in the try scoring list. There are 3 Peter Wrights top in the top 5 of the try scorers, and that really shows what kind of rugby they play in this league. They have been improving in their run-in rugby. They have always been playing that really decent run-in rugby, and I think they will want to continue it today as well. As Isipathana, on the other hand, will want to make sure they play their rugby in the right half and use their forwards as one of their main strengths they have been using in this season.
As you said, two schools who love to run, and sun is also coming down. That will help the underground conditions. So all set, we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll come back with team cards and live action on the other side.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
LG Dual Cool Inverter බයෝසමන යන්ත්‍ර 70%ක් දක්වා විදුලි ඉතිරි කරමින් රුපියල් 2,19,990ක් වැනි අදහාගත නොහැකි තීමනාවකට අභාන්සුවීම පමණයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
Love rugby?
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
අව්ව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth gotta go ekak.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fun Tamari.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Built for every season. Customizable. Lightweight. Made to last beautifully. Alumex Fencing System. Sri Lanka's #1 and the most trusted aluminium brand.
It is over almost as the final few minutes before kick-off in this crucial Super Round Clash of the Cup segment in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Looking at St. Peter's, Asha Zakram, Cheval Abekuruwadana, Talisho is an unchanged front three for the Bomber Brigade. Revon Pereira comes back into the starting lineup after that one match suspension, and he will be supported by Tharul Gunasinghe also coming in to the starting lineup, and Lakidu Pereira and Hashara Madugaske, the two flankers who have performed brilliantly and scored tries also. St. Peter's, and Shanduka Pereira, the skipper, will be the man behind the front row. 9-10 combination for St. Peter's. Shiraz Pereira, Jamal Wahab, no change there. Nechan Mantusha and Rashwin Sabah will be the centers, and the change is coming in at the wing. Adija Nadunajit has come in place of Newell to the starting 15, and Ashok Krishan keeps his place at the right wing, and Senuddin Sara completes the 15. A crucial player that needs to step up in this game, has been silent throughout the season so far. Replacements for St. Peter's: Anwas, Van Hoff, Damket, Abegunwadana, Kamil Zimal, Rajit Jion, Newell, Angelo, and Shabin will be the match day 25 for the visitors, St. Peter's College.
Green machine lineup will start off with Navid Tahir, Kavin Jaisingh and Nevit Meunaka, the most reliable front row. Damsar Vitar, Risaja Idul Goda, Sajid Jumri earned his start after solid impact in the second half against Royal College. Shakib Zumri, the number 8, and Sanija Jaivir in the number 7 jersey. Metuba Bimsara, Tenul Di Costa will be very crucial with the decision making in this match. Yuvindu Kodituaku, Abdul Aziz, the most experienced centre pair in Rizmi Jafrad, Manuja Boteju from that flanker position, pushing into the wing. I think that will be a very interesting fact, and Nimanda Sandeep, the most reliable fullback, will have a lot work to do today. Pereira, Vijay Sekara, Pereira, Sajjad Zumri, Yanush, Hakim, Ansari, Vikramaratna, Jaivira and Selmi will round up Isipathana's 25 today.
This was Isipathana. Few changes, enforced changes so far. Boteju, as you said, moving from the flank position to wing, has given us the coach a few options to choose for, and the top try scorer and the point scorer for Isipathana, Nimanta Sandeep, the crucial man behind. And after that, Nevit Meunaka also has been scoring tries. That boy has performed brilliantly so far in this season.
Yes, of course, Nevit Meunaka, Shakib Zumri, Nimanda Sandeep, I think those three has been stepped up very well for Isipathana throughout this season, and I think those little changes with Boteju going into win 3 and Sajid Zumri coming into flank, I think in the line-out they will be having two options today with Sajid Zumri and Shakib Zumri. The brothers will be there to jump, and I think, yes, missing Dilum Senadir after a blue card last week, but I don't think it will be a big impact for Isipathana, as Manuja Boteju has been in that win 3 position and it's not new for him, so will be exciting to see what Isipathana has got this evening.
And St. Peter's welcoming Revon Pereira, the man leading the forwards, the big ball carrier for St. Peter's. Missed out on the game, and he's back. That will give some more addition to this Peter Wright outfit. And a few seconds away from the kick-off, both teams' final preparations. And a big game on the cards here at Havelock Park.
All nerves are up here. Supporters rally around their schools. Isipathana, of course, with their last few words from Shakib Zumri, and St. Peter's will be very happy, I would say, compared to Isipathana with the conditions right now. There's no rain, so a Peter's side with a lot of speed back with them. I think they would want to run this game.
Yeah, crucial for St. Peter's, the 9, 12, 15 combinations working well with Shiraz Pereira. Nechan Mantush welcomed after that blue card he received in the Prince of Wales game, came back strong with 2 tries to his kitty, especially the Nichan Mantusha and Rashwin Sabha combination is crucial for the Peterites, and they will be praying that Senuddin Sara can bring his A game. So far silent so in this season, and Ashok Krishan taking the kicking duties for the St. Peter's, and Shankar Boykon will be the man in charge of the whistle as Krishan will kick things off in this big super round cup segment encounter straight into the hands of Sandeep. And straight away the kicking game in progress as Shenuka Pereira lets the ball bounce, and early Rexona line out for St. Peter's.
Exactly the start Isipathana would want from their star player Nimantha Sandeep, just from the kickoff, getting their side into the opposition's half, and this is exactly what Isipathana would want to do throughout the match.
Yeah, that's right. Whenever these two teams are met, it doesn't matter where they lie, where they've got the position, what the cup is. It's been a ding-dong battle and at top speed. You can see the reply from the Green lads right into the territory, and having their St. Peter's are having that line out. And what a beautiful take there. And as usual, we see a lot of walk in the park in the line out after winning that ball. There's advantage being played for St. Peter.
Yeah, St. Peter's continue to go forward with the rolling ball. Brilliant take from Lakina Pereira. Now Pereira, Shenuka Pereira to Nichan Mantusha. He sends the ball to Rashwin Sabha. Sabha has few supporters arriving. Ashok Krishan goes into the corner. Unfortunately, the comeback from Adishan Evanujit was too late as Krishan was bundled into touch by Isipathana.
Played with an advantage, and early on St. Peter's showing why they are here, what rugby they are here to play. Straight away, sending the ball wide, and they just showed why they are here to play. Absolutely brilliant stuff by St. Peter's early on.
It's crucial that they keep Nichan Mantusha silent in this game. He is the man who exploited this with Rashwin Sabha. And then Krishan, unfortunately too late, is Nuanajit for St. Peter's, and the knock forward coming, and the first command is scrum of the game coming in favor of Isipathana, and they will look to clear it off as Dick Pimat sends to the Costa. He puts the ball out, and St. Peter's will have an attacking move near the 22-meter.
I think territory will be the name of the game today. St. Peter's, of course, with a lot of pace behind them, they will want to make sure they have the ball more often, and Isipathana, of course, will want to play their rugby in St. Peter's half, and it will all depend on the kickers from each teams.
Weather conditions very good to play rugby, and the ground looks good. Little bit of few pools, and I'm sure they can have a little bit of dive into those little puddles and enjoy the game. And St. Peter's are at a very advantage line out there. We are into the 3rd minute.
Rexona line out. Shenuka Pereira will throw into Rana Singh, and St. Peter's set up the rolling ball. Pereira with the ball, and one says referee Shankar Pereira needs to break away. Now to Mantusha. Mantusha takes the direct route and brought down closely. Now Pereira, Shiraz to Jamal. Jamal to Sab, but he spills the ball, and St. Peter's will come back for advantage. And decision making time for the Patriots, whether they're going to go early for the 3 points or go to the corner.
I think for sure with the momentum behind them, they'll be going to the corner, and yes, exactly that's the decision they have taken. Isipathana College early on conceding 2 penalties in the maul, lifts the leg, says the referee, if I'm not wrong. Sets up very well the maul, and I think just there.
Rashwin Sabha very lucky that Peterites had advantage. If not, giving away position like that is not suitable in these big games. Now another Rexona line out in favor of the Peterites.
Time back on.
Shenuka Pereira will definitely will look to get the ball into Lucky Durana Singh as at the first spot.
Get back, stay on the line. Number 9 la
Underground conditions in that area also not good. Now to Rana Singh, St. Peter's set it up now with Madhugaske having the ball with him, and Madhugaske goes over for the first Amana Bank try for St. Peter's. And a brilliant work from the Patriots forwards, and Hashar Madhugaske opens the scoring for St. Peter's.
Absolutely brilliant try by the St. Peter's forwards. The backs made sure they played in the right territory, and the forwards made sure they score when they come into that 5-meter line. And you can see how nicely the maul was set up, and Madhugaske just adding another try to his try tally through this season. He has been scoring those tries, and brilliant stuff by this young lad.
Yeah, brilliant start with the bit rights here. St. Peter's leading 5 points to nothing with the conversion to come. Beautiful try, control it so well.
Now Krishan with the conversion, flat kick but does not go and it goes below the crossbar, so missed opportunity for 2 points for the Peterites. Another replay of try Lucky Pereira getting that ball, and the push from the forwards, brilliant work from forwards. Ball was there, Madhugaske collected it and dotted it down to open the scoring for St. Peter's. A big try, and it all began with that run from Rashwin Sabha. Now Isipathana Kodituaku restarts the game for, and a good collection from Madhugaske, the try scorer, brought down and loses the ball in that breakdown, and gives a early chance for Isipathana straight after the kickoff.
Mark here.
I think this is one of the places where all the schools have been lacking. The exit right after scoring the try. They have always been lacking in that part. And I think St. Peter's, yes, of course, with the weather condition, there will be a lot of ball handling errors, but this is good signs for Isipathana. Right after conceding a try, now they are in a very good position to attack.
First command is come in favor of Isipathana. Bimsat will have the support of skipper Sumri, and straight away into the contact is Kodituaku. Now skipper Sumri acting as scrum half takes the ball forward. The forwards joining in the attack, taking it forward. Now Isipathana, big move from Mevnaka. Advantage for not rolling away coming in, as Vitana will now go ahead with another big carry, but good defensive work from St. Peter's, not allowing, as Bimsat goes to the up and under, and skipper Shakib Sumri collects that up and under and goes over for the first Amana back try for Isipathana College. A brilliant work from skipper Sumri for the Green Machines.
Early reply by the Green Machines, and definitely they showed their meanness, coming back so strongly to equalize so far with the conversion to come. Fantastic reply. Shakib Dumri, the skipper, scoring that equalizer. Look at that chip.
Absolutely brilliant work by Shakib Zumri. What I really like about that is the communication between the scrum half and a number 8. Normally you don't see that in any sort of rugby, but Shakib Zumri just knew there were Nimanda Sandeepa just misses it. Coming back to it, Shakib Zumri just knew the fullback was a bit wide, and he saw the space and just giving that signal to the scrum half, and absolutely brilliant work by Zumri.
Yeah, we saw that in the scrum also when Bimsat was putting in Sumri, and Bimsat knew that Sumri will break away from the scrum and give the ball to him. So see another replay of that Amana Bank try. Brilliant work, and unfortunately the goal conversions from both teams have not come in so far in this game. 2 conversions missed. Sandeepa collects the ball and returns the favor back to St. Peter's, and that goes from the boot of Shenuka Pereira, or has it gone out before going into touch is the call that the assistant referee has to take. Let's take a look at the replay.
Early on in this game, both senior players has been stood up for Isipathana. Shakib Zumri scored in the try and Nimanta Sandeep has been brilliant off his boot in the on-field kick, and this is exactly what Isipathana will want throughout the game, for their big players to stand up in these big games.
Rexona line out now. Shenuka Pereira. This time the ball knocked on by Isipathana. And St. Peter's have a scrum advantage if they want to use it. Now Shiraz will look for the box kick.
Advantage
with,
over.
high-hanging one. Good collection from Isipathana. Now they look to send it wide, but the ball does not go, and good pressure on Abdullah Aziz, but he does all the clearance, securing work. Now to Bimsat. Will look for the clearance. Taken in. So Isipathana will try to run this in the corner. Big run from their winger Jafrad. But St. Peter's putting on the pressure now. Bimsat to Sandeep. Sandeep sending it to Mevnaka. Now Bimsat again using the ball going to the corner. Isipathana has numbers, but the pass not going according to plan from Poteju. Still Isipathana playing on with Kodituaku with the ball. Now Bimsat again to cost a big tackle from skipper Pereira on Tahir. And Isipathana goes to the boot. Now Ashok Krishan isolated with a few Isipathana defenders coming in, but play on is the call. Jamal Wahab. Now things are acting as scrum half goes to Revon Pereira. The main ball carriers for St. Peter's.
You're going off it.
Talish is wanted, but Shiraz Pereira asking Abdullah Ashaz Akram. Then brilliant work from Isipathana, and they take a quick tap and moves forward is Nimanta Sandeep. Good passage of play from the Green Machines. Now they have numbers if they want to use it in the corner.
No.
Mevnaka goes into the contact. Another penalty. Few penalties for Isipathana in quick succession.
This is really nice to watch, Ilhan. I mean, in these conditions, what we spoke in the start was it's going to be a territory game, but these boys have been sending the ball wide. There have been many offloads in St. Peter's and Isipathana as well, and then they have been on point. And I think Isipathana, of course, with Nimanta Sandeep getting that quick tap, and I think this will be the game. Both teams not shy of running the ball from wherever it is on the field.
Yeah, I can see that, but the crucial thing is first they establish the territory first, and then they go into the hands and spreading it wide. Because with this kind of condition, the slippery ball and everything, you cannot take a risk, start moving from your own half, unless of course you're in a very desperate situation.
Rexona line out in favor of Isipathana, and the ball not making any progress. It is the call from the referee. Still the ball with Damsaravithana. He breaks away from the maul. Now Isipathana, Bimsat asking Metupa Bimsat asking the forwards to make inroads, and a big carry there by the Isipathana Ibulgoda, the second rower for Isipathana.
Go back.
Now the pick and drive game continues, keeping it tight in the fringes. Still going strong is the Green Machines, keeping the ball win set. Now will look to explore that shorter side with Kodituaku making inroads, and loses the ball in that breakdown. Chance given away by Isipathana.
Nathan Santosh, if I'm not wrong, take a bow. He came into that pick and go defense and just barged the number 5, maybe 5 meters back. Brilliant stuff by the center. Yudwa Kodituaku just missing the ball in the contact. It's never easy to hold on to the ball when you're on the ground with this kind of weather conditions. But you will have to if you want to get that win end of the...
A Cavani scrum, ball going away and a high shot on Shiraz Pereira from Sajid Sumbri. Pereira staying down. The pressure was there. He saw that loose ball. And Pereira also, after feeding in, that was an opportunity missed out by St. Peter's. But good work from Pereira to secure the ball. Unfortunately, that tackle going high. And referee asking both captains. Let's have a listen to what they have to say.
Ball carry. Safe tackle කරන්න. Right manage කරගන්න. මේක penalty එකක් විතරයි තියෙන්නේ. Clean.
Only a penalty there. That was tackled by Risija Imbulgoda, not by Zumbri. So St. Peter's have a lifeline. They go out from the 5 meter as Adish Nunajit or Ashok Krishan this time taking the ball and thumping it few meters. Not a big gain, but the angle was short for St. Peter's there.
Yes, I think it was not necessary pun that was Risija there. Just should have let the ball go to the ground and contest, but missed his height there, Risija. Now St. Peter's with a exit line out will want to set up and as soon as possible get into the attack in half.
The Rexona line out, not clean, but goes out, but a knock forward from Isipathana is the call. And going back into that previous high tackle, the mitigating factor was Shiraz was also going down, so Bulgoda had no option to go further down from there. So that's why as we see another replay, good work from skipper Zumbri, but unfortunately ball going forward.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steady.
Cavani scrums continue to pile up in this game. Now Shiraz Pereira. This time also ball goes out. And so Krishan doing a lot of work and knock forward from both sides. Chance missed by Isipathana. Gifted try from St. Peter's, but the knock forward from Isipathana preventing in that
Oh
try.
boy, Metupa will be hitting his head. He just had to carry the ball and just place it on that line. Just missed that. But this is pressure stuff from Isipathana. Putting on pressure to St. Peter's. Just missed there, Boteju. Bomit.
What a miss. What a miss. That's 7 points. As good as a penalty try there. It's an absolute miss. But nevertheless, they still got the put into the scrummage. So they're still on advantage. It's 5-5 apiece with 17 minutes to go gone. So far, Zumbri, the skipper, making a B run, tackled and put behind. The big boys coming forward, weaving it around. The green machine means business here. And of course the Bamba Brigade is holding on, giving a good defense. And the scores we have at Longdon at Royal College Grounds is Trinity 22. That's a brilliant try.
Shakid Zumbri there once again for the second Amana Bank try for Isipathana. You can see the excitement of him in his face. Leading from front. Scores the second try and adds 2 tries for his scoring tally in this season.
So he was pumped up after that knock forward, asking his boys to rally around and scoring the second try of the game. Leading from the front. And St. Peter's not up to the standards in defense as we see another replay of that. Powering over to Pitrat defenders and going over. Brilliant work from the skipper. And now the goal conversion from Sandeep this time also goes astray. So 10 points to 5. St. Peter's opened the scoring Isipathana has come back with 2 scores and now leads at the halfway stage of the first half.
Just look at the replay. Shakib Zumri has been running lateral throughout the season, and you just know why he has been doing that. If I'm not wrong, he has been scored 7 tries with these 2 tries in this game, and for sure 5 of them came out of that pick and go. And this is good sign not only for Shakib Zumri but also for Isipathana. When their captain leads from front, it's very easy to play.
The clearance kick not going astray now to the danger man. Netchan Mantusha has his mate Sabah. Sabah make inroads and the ball knocked on or was it intentional? Referee stopped the game and St. Peter's wanted to play. And he will have a chat with his AR. Looking for that deliberate knock on, and that's where they are going. They're going to the TMO self-review TMO option to check on that deliberate knock on. St. Peter's would have wanted to play it, but referee Shankar
Deliberate knockout last play.
blew the whistle for that deliberate knock on. So they will look into the replay and see, and definitely Isipathana are in trouble after this deliberate knock on as Rashwin Sabah goes as see. That's the number 7
Number 7.
putting a hand out and could spend 10 minutes in the bin for that.
Number 7. Deliberate knockout. Yellow card.
The fact about
Number 7.
that's definitely deliberate
Number 7.
There's no doubt about that. But I remember
Yellow
people
card. Number
arguing
7.
on the deliberate thing.
Number
When
7.
the ball is pushed towards
Yellow
your
card,
side,
deliberate.
that's not a knock-on. So it cannot be deliberate, right? I think I saw something in one of the games that's happening now. I don't want to comment on that. So you got to watch
Time
that.
back on.
If the ball travels towards you, if there is no knock-on, it cannot be deliberate.
Definitely on the spot. WS St. Peters will continue on with a one-man advantage as Krishan kicks it to the corner.
Here's the replay of that incident. Not quite sure whether it was travelled back, but I totally agree with you, Chang. I think if the ball is coming towards you, it's never a knock-on. And here St. Peters with the line out once again. Sets up very well. Disrupted by Isipathana.
St. Peters now will look for plan B. More brought down as the big man for Peter Wrights. Revon Pereira takes the ball, and now the skipper makes inroads. Has he gone over? Held up is the call. Goal line drop out for Isipathana. St. Peters coming short this time.
This is a position every team has mastered, I believe. Early on in those days, a few years back, I think, when it's held up, you get a 5-meter scrum and no one wants to make sure you get held up in a try line. But nowadays, they are tend to do more of it because they know they can get their lines out of the 22 just by holding up the ball.
Especially your defense is rewarded when you held up the ball. Previously, as you said, the attacking team got the ball. Now straight into the hands of skipper Shenuka Pereira. He will go straight into the direct route. And now St. Peters will set up from this breakdown. Talisha Sois are taking the ball over. Now the Peter Wrights missing Shiraz Pereira.
Back. Get back.
Forwards.
Offside. Penalty advantage.
Offside advantage.
Offside.
Penalty coming in favor of the Peter Wrights. St. Peters needs to get the maximum out of this 10 minutes. Where Isipathana will be a man down. Now Pereira to Jamal. Jamal sends it to Mantusha, who ran a brilliant line. And he has numbers. St. Peters have numbers in the corner if they want to use it. Senuddin Sara taken out. Wanted to run, but brilliant work from Isipathana there. Methuba Vimsat and Sandeep doubling up on Dinsara, and St. Peters will have the penalty advantage coming. Could have used Madhugaske also. And now decision making time for Peter.
Surely it would be a great decision if they could go to the 3 points. Because as much as points are in their board, the pressure is down for the boys. And yeah, coming back to that, I think Senut would have loved to see him straighten the line and give the ball out to the speedest player in the pitch. But brilliant stuff by Nimanta Sandeep and Metuba Bomet pairing up and getting one of the best players in St. Peter's lineup to the touchline.
Yeah, there we go, the replay of that infringement, and here he could have straightened it up and given the ball to Madhugaske, but defensive work on spot by Isipathana. As now St. Peter's set up this Rexona line out after that Alumix penalty for that infringement. Now too lucky to Runner Singh, and St. Peter's rally around with the rolling ball with the ball with them and a few meters away. Advantage for collapsing now to Shiraz to Mantusha has numbers, but Mantusha looks to go on his own, and he will definitely go for the Amana Bank try. Brilliant work from Netchan Mantusha for St. Peter's. The boy has risen to the occasion with his 8th Amana Bank try of the season.
Of course, for sure, Mantusha, he has been breaking those line defense of Isipathana, bumping off players, playing as a real center. It's just so easy, and it just shows how easy it is for him to just get away from the defenders. He knows where the gaps are, but playing as a first center, you know, you're always known to run into players, but this is really brilliant to see him. You just can see how he's avoiding players and finding those space, and with the pace behind him, I think for sure he can score tries from anywhere.
Yeah, this Papare three-quarter line is awesome. They individually, if you see man-to-man, they are very hard runners. As we see, the conversion looks good. Looks good. The flags go up, and the cheering will tell you. So that's 12 to 10. Who's 12? Yeah.
That goal conversion from Ashok Krishan goes over. St. Peter's takes the lead for the first time after the conceding 2 tries. Brilliant work from Mantusha, and then from Krishan, slotting it perfectly for that goal conversion. So we have played 24 minutes, only 2 points separating the two sides so far.
Not quite sure what Isipathana defense was doing right there, because they just watched Mantusha running all over the back line. I believe he just ran over the whole Isipathana back line to score that try. Yuvindu Kodituakku treating his nose, I believe. Not good signs. Almost wrapped like a mummy, I would say.
Yeah, this boy has we saw last weekend also still playing, unable to identify him. And he still continues to play for his alma mater.
Wait.
The replay of that try.
Captain. Peter's captain.
Fends off one, and then he knows that he has the pace to beat the defenders. Now this time takes a step out, and then he went over.
Time back on.
We've seen a lot of tries scored like that from Isipathana as well, a lot in the previous years also.
Yes, for sure. And here St. Peter's right now collecting the kickoff. Will want to exit. They have got themselves ahead, Isipathana, and will surely want to exit this ball. Prop forward, taking it on. Trying to set up a good angle for the kicker.
Play on.
This pressure from Isipathana, and the ball is out. And such a brilliant work by Isipathana there. Shakib Zumri takes it quick. Finds the gap. There is space out wide. Boteju to Abdulaziz. Abdulaziz runs straight into the defender.
No hand.
And here's Isipathana with the attacking. Yuvindu Kodituakku doesn't mind what he has on his face. Goes into contact.
Maul! It's a maul!
It's a maul call, so St. Peter's come away with the ball. Good work from Mantusha. Getting that turnover. And now St. Peter's has to clear it off from here. Good pressure from Isipathana trying to turn over the ball, but
You can't.
hence the rucks. Now St. Peter's will give opportunity, but skipper Sumbri took the correct call. Abdul Aziz had a chance, but Senuddin Sara also brilliant cover defense from Din Sara.
Yeah, it's a nothing, no quarter asked, no quarter given, absolutely nothing. 25 minutes, 26 minutes, 12 points to see. As you see the defense line, they're putting their bodies in line to stop every scoring opportunity. If let it be the St. Peter's or Isipathana, it doesn't matter. If you see in the replay, referee Sanka Abekon has thought it was his call was that it was a ruck and there were hands in the ruck, and so St. Peter's get out of that place. Or when our late Chandrashan Pera, who used to commentate, used to say that get out of jail.
Definitely those words, get out of jail, Ajibaji from that legend. And now St. Peter's give away position back to Isipathana.
Oh, there's an interesting fact. I think the same thing Zahira College did against St. Peter's College and eventually got the better of that and scored a try. But St. Peter's, it's just a fact of the knowledge of the rule. You can't transfer the ball from the second row to the receiver if there is no engagement from the Isipathana players from your opposition. So I think just missing that, the second row of St. Peter's and Metupa will feed in.
Yeah, the Kawani scrums 3-2 in favour of Isipathana, as now Abdullah to Sandeep. Sandeep will try to find some space and he does it, but good defense from the Peter Rights. Now Situbabomit will send the ball to skipper Zumbri. Zumbri goes through two, but unfortunately loses the ball. And St. Peter's will get the ball back. Few ajibaji stuff happening. As,
Number 10, last warning.
Last warning given for the Peter Rights also.
What's the last warning about? That's last warning about. It's anyway. Nevertheless, in rugby, you need a little bit of ajibaji. Otherwise, there is no little fun. As long as you start having your ajibaji with the players on their feet rather than off the feet. Skipper missing that ball completely, and the referee Sanka having a chat with him. Both skippers. We give him
match එක පටන් ගන්න ඕනේ ගුවා ඔයාට ඔයාගේ ටීම් එක ලීඩ් කරන්න ඔයාගේ ටීම් එක ඔයා ලීඩ් කරන්න කියලා. හරිද වෙන කාටවත් කතා කරන්න දෙන්න එපා. ඔය දෙන අතුරු ලීඩ් කරන්න ඕන. කට්ටිය මිසිල් එකෙන් පස්සේ තල්ලු කරගන්න ඒවා වෙනවා. ඒ දේවල් වෙන්න බෑ. Last warning. Right. ඊළඟට මම හම්බෙන්නේ කාට හරි කමන්නේ මම ඊළඟ ඔප්ෂන් එකට යනවා. ක්ලියර් නේ? දෙන්න ජෙනරල් මැසේජ් එකක් මොනවත් තල්ලු කරගන්න ඔළුව අත ගන්න දේවල් කරන්න එපා කියන්නේ.
Clear call from Shankar saying no pushing and shoving and no Ajibaji stuff. Last warning for both teams.
Speaking off the ball, I suppose. Otherwise, you need to have the pushing and everything with the ball. So off the ball is about 1 minute. Time back on 12 points to 10. St. Peter's in front by 2 points, and we are into the 29th minute or 28th minute.
Coach. Bye. Set. Steady.
Kawani scrum in favour of St. Peter's.
Check. Stay.
And, turnover from Isipathana. Now Situbobomet to De Costa. Now to Aziz. Aziz brought down by Rashwin Sabah. Now Bomet has the skipper Zumbri. Will try to find some space, but good defensive work from Tharul Gunasingh for St. Peter's. Now towards Tam Saravitana. Taking the ball forward near the 22-meter, loses the ball. Ripped is the call. Now St. Peter's will try to counter with Wahab putting the chip, and the run from the pit right winger going forward. Just needed one more kick is what I thought from Adisha Nadunjit.
Basics. On a ball that is going away from you or rotating on the ground, and with a wet condition, you keep playing soccer, and especially when you have the FIFA World Cup on, you don't pick that ball up in a wet condition.
Yeah, definitely. One more kick would have done it for Nadunjit. And you can catch the FIFA World Cup live on the Papare on Dialog television also, as the football fever takes over the world these days. As the replay, he had the pace, but unfortunately not the correct decision.
Did all the hard work to get there. Just another small punt on the ball, and for sure you're going to dive over to one of the most memorable tries of his career, but missed it. Tenlo Di Costa with the exit puts it on high.
Now Ashok Krishan to Nechan Mantusha. Quick hands from the Peter right to Rashwin Sabha. Sabha has space in the corner and offloads the ball to Senuddin Sara, and Senuddin Sara scores the Amana Bank try. A big try for the boy. He missed it, and a moral booster for Senuddin Sara to come into the scorers list, and brilliant counter-attacking try by St. Peter's.
Brilliant stuff by the St. Peter's backs, and this is what they wanted to do throughout the game. Just couldn't have the composure and have the ball with them as much as they wanted, but this is brilliant stuff. Will boost up St. Peter's College backline and the team as well, because this is not just a normal ordinary try. I think with the weather conditions, the ball handling has been absolutely brilliant, and look at that offload. Senuddin Sara, he knew where the try line was, and just like all great fullbacks does, dived over to Amana Bank try.
And now Ashok Krishan looks to at the goal conversion this time. Close one, but does not have the distance and the direction both. So St. Peter's will lead by 7 points. And the news from Royal Complex is that Trinity is leading heavily. 29 points to 3 at half time. Another replay of that try. Brilliant supportive work from Dinsara. Sabha knew that he had Dinsara to his inside, and
Take it quickly.
offloaded it perfectly at the correct time.
3 minutes more on the clock. Abdulaziz with the kickoff puts it high into the 22, and Nechan this time says, I'll do the clearing duties. And for the first time in this match, I think, with a clearance, St. Peter's right after scoring a try.
Yeah, that has to happen. They have given away possession straight after scoring twice, and they gave a try also in the progress. So Mantusha taking it correctly, and you're on front, and your decision making also aligns with that momentum that you have. So St. Peter's sending the ball and giving this Rexona line out for Isipathana.
Yeah, that last try had rugby and basketball. And the last pass was beautiful. And we see the Greens have won the ball, but still they are running around in the same spot. Beautiful cover defense tackle from the pit rights. Number 4. What a tackle that was. And a forward getting at a 3/4. Zumri, I'm sure you know about it. And then stopped that move completely. And Isipathana still playing with a player short. You can see the replay. Targeted 4-on-4. Oh, it's 4-on-4. So that's a good hit.
Coach. Bye.
I think the credit has to go to the last line of defense in the line out. St. Peter's College flank, I believe, putting on the pressure for the scrum half, and that's what created this turnover. And here's St. Peter's, the brilliant space to attack. Here's Nechan Mantusha, gives it out to the scrum half. Senuddin Sara with another basketball pass, gives it out to the wing 3/4, goes into contact.
Back, go back.
And now Pereira setting things up for the forwards as Shenuka Pereira takes the ball in front. St. Peter's will try to break through. Ashaz Akram making inroads for the Peterites. Now to Jamal. Jamal to Madugaske. High tackle on Madugaske by Costa. And brilliant work from Nimant Sandeep. But penalty advantage. St. Peter's will come back. And will look to go to the corner, and start another rolling ball from this Alumix penalty for St. Peter's College.
Isipathana will want to make sure they reduce conceding these penalties, and I think it's really unnecessary penalties. High tackle right there, Tenlo Di Costa. There's a replay. Wouldn't want a fly off to tackle. But this is positive signs for St. Peter's. Continuously in the attacking half of Isipathana and will surely want to score from here.
Yeah, crucial moment of the first half. St. Peter's leading the Rexona lineouts, and now the pressure from the Papare forwards making inroads. Still going strong is this St. Peter's rolling ball.
Advantage, number 5.
Advantage coming in also as Pereira
Go back.
takes the ball in front. Now 2 penalty advantage for St. Peter's.
Last foot, go back.
Now Shiraz Pereira searching for the short end, but Mantusha goes out of the touchline. St. Peter's have 2 advantages, and Pereira quickly takes the quick tap. And Isipathana also on defense on spot there. Now Washaz Akram takes the ball into contact. Close quarters play from St. Peter's. Now Pereira taking the ball over. Pick and drives is the name of the game at the moment, as St. Peter's continue as Revon Pereira game.
Back.
Now the ball to Shenuka Pereira, skipper. He makes 2 meters forward as Madugaske has been tackled brilliantly by Sandeep. Now Washaz Akram joining with Cheval Gunawardana, Abe Gunawardana taking the ball for St. Peter's. Good defensive work from Isipathana, keeping St. Peter's in this 5-meter line. And now the ball with the Bamba Brigade. Now Pereira using the shorter side. Jamal to Mantusha. Mantusha fence off one, fence off another, and goes over for the Amana Bank try. His second one of the game and 8th one of the season, as he equals Shan Altaf's tally with that Amana Bank try for St. Peter's.
Brilliant stuff by Mantusha. Just sheer strength shown there. Fends off 2 Isipathana defenders like it was never any hard task for him. Once again, quite similar to the same as the first try. Just look at this. Fends off Boteju and Bomet. I think he's quite used with it because last year he used to play in the Wintries as well. So he knows to score tries even though he plays in the center this year.
Oh, he's a great machine, losing its grip on the game now because St. Peter's are definitely on top with the tails up with a beautiful try, fending off 2 players. The conversion's not right.
Half time.
I think they will get 1 point there because they've got it bit in the post under this thing as half time. We approach half time. 22 points to 10. St. Peter's in front.
Yeah, the kick, the goal conversion from Ashara Madugaske not going through, so from coming behind 5 points to 10, and St. Peter's rally around in the last 15 minutes in the first half to take the lead, and a handsome lead at a half time as confirmation coming up for you at Havelock Park in this big game. St. Peter's leading 22 points to 10 at half time. So will the final confirmation, Isipathana 10. They were leading 5 points to 10 with St. Peter's coming back strong with 17 points in the last 15 minutes of the first half. So at halftime it's 10 points to 22 in favor of the visitors St. Peter's. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with highlights and second half action.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Saratona enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට go.
Black Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom Perfumed Body Spray.
Park Avenue. long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවුසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස්
What a first half it was. 6 tries in this game so far. St. Peter's leading 22 points to 10. Only one conversion going over. So you see at the first half highlights. St. Peter's kicked off the game and it was the Peterites forwards who stamped their authority in the early stages of the game. Scored by Hashara Madugaski, and then Isipathana came back strongly. Situba Bomet and skipper Zumri coordinating brilliantly, and skipper going over for his first strike. Then he came back again, powered himself over a couple of Peterite defenders to score his second. And after that, the St. Peter's revival came in through Mantusha. Netsan Mantusha scoring 2 tries. This was the first he scored. And then the conversion went over from Krishan. And then it was Senuddin Sara's turn. And we'll come back to that as the second half kick starts, and
knock on advantage.
Knock on straight away from Hashara Madugaski. And Isipathana has the push and made a change for Isipathana. Shevani Anush coming in at 9. Now Isipathana sending the ball wide, but Petra defense keeping them
back.
Not allowing now for St. Peter's. Brilliant work from skipper Pereira.
Backwards, play
on. The pressure is telling on the Isipathana. Now Aziz has to do the clean-up work, sending it to the corner. Now Sajad Zumri takes the ball and straight away 2 whistles.
That's not good sign. Neither for both teams. I think it was a head clash there between Shenuka Pereira and Sanidhi Jayavira. Hope they both are doing good. Both physios consulting. Not quite sure what happened there, but I think both are holding their heads, and for sure the doctor will want to consult both of the players.
Now let's have a take a look at the replay of that. Now we see the replacement player Jayavira went out.
Just a penalty only.
Shenuka Pereira and Zumri lighting that tackle.
Time back on.
So I think okay, so a penalty for Isipathana. Sandeep kicks it out from the tight angle he had and brings his team
Yellow, your mark. Green, your mark.
into the
Green, your mark.
30-meter area for Isipathana.
Early on in the second half, Isipathana will want to make sure they get all right.
Yellow, out.
Starting from the line out, Kavi Nirosh with a Rexona line out. Lot of variations happening.
No contest.
Sanidhi Jayavira goes up, no contest, says the referee. The ball is set up. Shakib Zumri with the ball. Breaks. Isipathana setting up a pick and go. And here's Nevit Meunaga, the big man with a lot of space in front of him. Drags him out the defense. Just couldn't held inside the field.
Yeah, brilliant work from Shiraj Pereira. Held on to Mevunaka and then Revon was the man who came to send him out of the playing area. Another replay of that. Pereira and Rana Singh holding him on, and then the power of Pereira, Revon Pereira, the leader in that pack. St. Peter's missed him last weekend against Zahira, but knock-on advantage for St. Peter's. Kavin Jai Singh losing the ball in that contest against Pereira. Now St. Peter's has an advantage for a scrum. They want. Will make this exit easier for Krishan.
Advantage over.
And he gets the kick, but they will come back to the same place and attacking Rexona line out for Isipathana.
Mark here.
Brilliant work by Shakib Zumri. He has been contesting each and every line out, and I think the number 2 jump in still didn't get the ball towards Isipathana, but I think there has been good contest in that during line out time.
Yeah, you saw the big boy making the yards. Once you make the yards, you need to rotate the ball. It's no point going to touch. Once you make the yards, then you give the line out, throw them, and then you're defending rather than attacking.
No contest.
No contest again from St. Peter's as Isipathana gets the rolling ball. Still going strong is the green machine.
Advantage.
Another advantage for Isipathana. Still going strong is Zumri. Shakib Zumri.
Back.
Forwards continue to play as Mevnaka takes the ball. Now towards Tahir.
Back. Get back.
Now they send it out. Sandeep puts
No advantage. Go back to the center.
tries to put a chip over the St. Peter's defense, but they will come back to that penalty advantage.
And this has been a case during the mall defense, I think, not only for St. Peter's but also Isipathana. They have been lifting the front row was leg, and that's totally illegal. You can't do that to stop a mall. conceded a penalty, both Isipathana in the first half and St. Peter's right now. But I think Isipathana, they would want to go back with points, make sure they have the fight in the game until the last minute. With the advantage, Nimanda Sandeepa, not a bad option, I think. Didn't have a cover defense on the behind. But right now, I think it's very easy to predict. With a pack like Isipathana, for sure they're going for the line out.
Time back on.
Alumix penalty for Isipathana.
Number 1.
Now Sandeepa puts the ball to the 5 meter. Zona line out coming up for the Green Machines. The news from Royal Complex is that Trinity College is leading 48 points to 3. That's another thumping, another 50-pointer incoming at the complex.
Yellow. Ball.
Now the rolling ball from Isipathana. St. Peter's needs to defend this. The conditions also not quite good for defending, but play on, says the referee. And now Mevnaka takes the ball towards the try line. Shows and goes from skipper Zumbri, but no space there for him. Sandeep also joining in the close quarters now. Again, Nevit Mevnaka, the man, taking big carries for the Green Man. Ball out. Isipathana. Now skipper Zumbri looking to go over, but Pit Rat defense keeping them close by close quarter defensive work. Good rugby overall.
No.
And now still Isipathana going laterally in attack. Sends to the corner for the replacement winger. And again, skipper Zumbri taking the ball. He has been the man they want. And finally St. Peter's defense crumble and gives away a penalty.
Another advantage.
2 advantages for Isipathana. St. Peter's keeping them near the 5 meter. But still going strong is skipper Zumbri. Runs laterally, offloads it to Kodituaku. And he's brought down. No meters gain for the Green Machine. Use it is the call as Isipathana takes the ball closer to the 5 meter mark. St. Peter's defense keeping them at bay, but a penalty advantage is on for Isipathana. 3 advantages, and the long whistle comes from referee Shankar.
There have been continuous penalties given by St. Peter's. I think they have been really good in their defense, making sure they win that battle, one-on-one battle. But I think they will have to make sure they are disciplined in the defense.
Number 1.
And I think
offside.
Shankar will go to his pocket. It has been continuous penalties, and that's a big loss for St. Peter's, especially inside their 22. We'll want their big players to step up at this pace, but that's a big loss for St. Peter's.
Yeah, Ashaz Akram goes over for a 10-minute break.
Time back on.
St. Peter's
Offside.
penalty now. What will Isipathana goes to the corner. Same plan for Isipathana. Secure the line out and try to breach this Pit Rat defense. They have been held in them so far. 7 minutes on. Big line out of big Rexona line out after that Alumix penalty. No contest. And Isipathana going strong. And gone over is Isipathana College.
Pathana needs to score early, and St. Peter's with one player down, they need to trouble the scorer with 12 points difference. Referee checking on.
TMO.
self-TMO.
So they will check that ball transfer.
For sure, I think that's what everyone is wondering of. Did Zumbri transfer the ball? Because St. Peter's never contested the ball. They didn't engage to the ball.
Last play, please.
So for sure, Zumbri needed to have the ball with him. Here's the replay. Zumbri still having the ball with him. You can see his arm. And right after passing the try line.
Go back one moment, please.
Damsara right there scoring the try.
He's looking for the angle before, so few frames before is what the referee is looking at.
Right.
The St. Peter's players have been, they have contested it, they have been engaged, so for sure that has to be a try.
Right.
I think it's very clear.
Captain.
Let's have a listen.
On field decision try. Tries given. Right.
So a try for Isipathana, Amana Bank try from for Damsara Vitana. So crucial try, important try that keeps Isipathana in this game. And after the self-review, referee is awarding the try to Isipathana.
Exactly the start which Isipathana wanted. Make sure they get their points early in the second half. Nimanta Sandeepa hasn't been up to the mark, but can he get this through for Isipathana?
At the goal conversion now, crucial, 7 points difference. Looks good, but just outside of that right upright for Sandeepa. So the kicking woes for both teams continue so far. Another replay of that try. St. Peter's again not contesting the line out and not going in for the Romal also. Now twice they have done this 3 times. Once they got it correctly at Ananda College, but yes, last weekend and today giving away a try. Krishan restarts the proceedings. A good collection from Boteju. And now Bulgoda goes into contact. Replacement scrum of Shevani Anush. Gives it to Sandeepa. Sandeepa jumps over. And that's going to be a penalty for St. Peter's. Referee has stopped the game. Still the play goes on. Few pushing and shoving. Referees told that they need to stop this. But we'll take a look at that replay.
What the referee called was jumping over tackle. The golden thing that they used to do. Doesn't find touch. That's a mistake by the Bamba Brigade. Patana on the attack, and they are very famous for these counter attacks. As we can see, he should have given it out. They have numbers on the outside.
Backwards, play on.
Into the corner towards Boteju. Ball out and Isipathana now on attack. Janusz have numbers in the corner if they want to use it, but
Release it.
They go into this red contact now, sending it wide, but losing the ball is Isipathana winger Taruka Jayavira. Close call going in favor of St. Peter's.
Big miss there by St. Peter's. Just couldn't get the touch outside. Bringing back play where it all started with a scrum for St. Peter's to attack.
Time off.
Isipathana built it up really good phases, and I think they just couldn't get the ball into hands. Not being accurate with their passes. Yes, with this condition it is tough, but I think they will want to have position and play in the right half throughout this half.
The news what we have from Reed Avenue is that Trinity College is leading by 48 points to 10, and at the moment Raw line attack. And here we got a game in our hands, 22-15, St. Peter's in front, 1 goal away to equalize. And this St. Peter's playing with a player down. We are into the 48th minute.
A crucial moment. Just 12 minutes into the second half. St. Peter's changing the kicker. Dinsara taking over and looking to find that long touch. Unfortunately not going. With the momentum clearly with Isipathana, St. Peter's could have just gone a few meters ahead and look to keep the ball with themselves. And here we go, the replay.
Time back on.
Now the tackle comes from Revon, and this was the previous penalty, Alumix penalty. St. Peter's got Sandeepa.
Mark here. Hurry up.
I think the ref was in the best position to make the decision, and I think that was clearly a jump from Nimantha Sandeepa.
Number 8, no number 8.
Interesting defense lineup from Isipathana, having 6 players, as Zumri has to go out with St. Peter's losing 1 player from the pack.
Steady.
Yeah, Cavani scrum in favor of Isipathana 6-2. St. Peter's have the luxury of Shenuka Pereira, who can play in the front row, so that change has been made. So no need to bring a player from the bench for St. Peter's. Now in the close quarters is Revon Pereira now, joined by Thalisa Soisa. Shiraz Pereira looking at the back still, asking the forwards to take the ball over. Pick and drive, looking to milk that penalty. Now Revon Pereira. Counter-ruck is good, and the penalty goes the other way around. Quick tap taken by Isipathana, and they will try to run as Aziz takes the ball towards the 40 meter. Now to Imulgoda.
No, roll away, no hands. Roll away.
Now Janusz has to send the ball out quickly. Now Sandeep cuts back in and puts the ball, but straight into the hands of Tahir. And the ball with Isipathana now.
Yeah.
Now Janusz to Sandeep. Sandeep. Good pass from Isipathana center there. But pressure on from St. Peter's. Now Jai Singh to Imulgoda. Into Damsar, the try scorer. He goes through and straight into the contact, and good tackle from Shiraz Pereira. Play on. Now St. Peter's. Senuddin Sara will try to run with Revon Pereira sending the ball into the corner. The ball is out. Not a knock forward. Booting is the call. Broken play at his best at the moment. Isipathana will try to send it out wide with Boteju and Koditu Aziz.
Player ළඟ හිටියා. No, not a penalty. Accident. Here, defender ළඟ හිටියා.
Obstructions in the ref. I'm not quite sure whether it was actually obstruction, because there was no St. Peter's defender in front of Boteju right there.
Yeah, he said that the Spitara defender was in the close area, so that's why he gave the obstruction, accidental.
Nevit Meunaka with some sheer strength there, getting the turnover, and Abdul Aziz just want to pace up the game, taking the quick tap. And brilliant work from Senuddin Sara, I think, inside the 22, under pressure, was the last defender, and made sure he got the turnover and gave St. Peter's the position back. But this has been non-stop rugby. So many turnovers happening. Not quite sure whether that was actually an obstruction because it was...
Bye.
He said that to the Peter's defenders
Keep your weight control.
was
Steady.
the call from
Come on, keep your weight
Shankar.
control.
Kawani scrum in favor of the Peterites. Shiraz Pereira now doesn't have Shenuka the back of the scrum, so he sends the ball out to Dinsara. Dinsara can't kick this out on the full, so he thumps it straight into Isipathana. Now Di Costa to Assis. Assis to Sandeep. Sandeep has Boteju in the corner. Ball pops out, but into the hands of the Isipathana players. Isipathana continue to go forward with Jaffrad. Now sending the ball wide. They have numbers, but they go into the contact. Nevith Meunaka to Imulgoda. Unfortunately, Isipathana missing a few passes, and Shiraz Pereira doing brilliantly to get that penalty. Could have used it, could have sent it out. And further 10 meters forward for St. Peter's.
Number 10.
By
number 11. Number 11.
That was infringement from Boteju, taking that 10 meters forward for the Peterites.
Plenty of space outright for Isipathana. Just had to give the ball in hands. Couldn't move the ball to space. For sure there's going to be a try because there was no defenders in St. Peter's covering up. But just missing the hands. And I think once again brilliant work by the wintry quarter. Pardon me, the scrum half of St. Peter's getting the turnover.
There's some brilliant work from Shiraz Pereira there. Getting that turnover, important juncture of the game. Halfway stage of the second half. Last quarter of play remaining. Important Rexona line out. Peterites 8-5 in favor, and now this time scrappy, but Madhugaske does the clearing work. Now Talisha Soisa with Chevala Begunuvardhana making inroads to Isipathana defense. Now the pick and drive out. The Peterites playing the close quarter game. Now Pereira to Shenuka Pereira. No space for Pereira to go through. Asking the forwards to come in. Now Gunasinghe takes the ball over. Pereira now to Jamal. Jamal to Mantusha. Mantusha Dinsara pass is not good, but Ashok Krishan does the cleaning work. And he's brought down finally. Now Pereira spots a space. Puts that kick, but Isipathana defense tried to run, but a brilliant work from Rashwin Sabha. Pressure on Isipathana. They need to clear the ball out. And Sandeep to the rescue for the Green Machines.
Interesting. Was it the same player who took the ball back and had a casual walk in the park where he was tackled? In the previous one he knocked on and couldn't score that try. Need to be a bit more faster or to go into support. As we can see this in the replay, Isipathana needs to score and trouble the scorer soon and quick.
Green.
Yes, put in pressure, unnecessary pressure. Just clear your ball when you are always under pressure, especially when you are inside your own 22. But Nimada Sandeep once again, brilliant work from him. Never easy with these conditions to get an exit in that breakdown position. There's St. Peter's.
That goes long in the line out. And St. Peter's is back to 15 with Ashaz Akram coming in. And straight away into the action is Akram. Now Revon Pereira puts the head down and goes into the contact. Shiraz Pereira again spotting space. This time it's a foot race. If St. Peter's can run and Isipathana fumbles the ball. But
no. Back.
Jaffrad is the man who does the work to keep Isipathana on bay as Janusz puts the box kick. Now St. Peter's has an attacking move. Shiraz Pereira to Dinsara. Dinsara has Rajit Jion in the corner, but good defensive work from Jayavira for Isipathana. use it is the call. Now forwards coming in. As usual, the man Revon Pereira joins in the party. Now Thalish Soisa taking on. He's isolated. Brilliant work from Sandeep. The man for Isipathana. Everywhere this boy has been performing brilliantly.
Brilliant stuff by Nimantha Sandeep. Has been the standout player for Isipathana throughout this season, and when the team really needed someone to step up, that's how you step up.
Number 4. Change karagamud.
What's interesting is St. Peter's have identified that space behind Isipathana, because Isipathana has been playing 13 men on the front, and that little space which they have identified, they have really put on pressure, and hats off to the scrum half of St. Peter's for putting Isipathana back 3 on pressure and just making sure they play their rugby in the right part.
Yeah, he spotted it twice this time, and Thalish Soisa, when he was isolated,
Vote out!
St. Peter's players
Vote out!
were not there, and a few changes coming in for the Peter's. Also Tharul Gunasinghe goes out, and Janik Kapi Gunawardhan has made his way into the 15. Now Sandeep, the man who got the penalty, Alumex penalty, puts a big kick and brings Isipathana near the 40-meter line, and a crucial Rexona line out for the Green Machine.
This is a crucial moment for Isipathana in this game. Just 15 minutes more to go with this game, and we'll want to make sure they get that try. Here's Kavin with the Rexona line out with the reliable Shakib Zumri.
Backwards, play on.
Not back, says the ref. Play on. Bit scrappy stuff. Yes, Taruka has space outside, gives it out to Jaffrad.
No, roll away.
Replacement on for St. Peter's. Yes, Shevan finds Risaja. Shevan once again gives it out to Risaja. Sanija here. Nevit Meunak has been doing a lot of running this evening.
Turnover is good, play on.
Brilliant stuff once again from St. Peter's.
Yeah, Rajiji on making that turnover brilliantly. Now St. Peter's, Shanuka Pereira finds some space. Couldn't put the offload in. Now Shiraz Pereira again tackled, but offside, says the referee. St. Peter's need to get this ball out. They want this Alumex penalty. Slowing it down.
Number 15, offside.
That was Nimantha Sandeep, who was the man who gave away the penalty.
1 meter.
The fact is that you cannot take the number 9 off, because every time you take the number 9 off, there won't be any flow of the game. That's the main issue.
Time back on.
And look at that. And
Offside.
Isipathana look very slow in their standing and passing, and then all of a sudden when one accelerates, there is no support. Absolutely no support. I wonder at pace, surely you should get some kind of support.
So Peters does not find that touch in that Alumex penalty, so another big mistake from St. Peter's. Finally, Isipathana sends the ball out, and they get a line out throw in just outside the 22. St. Peter's lucky not finding touch again. Twice they have done it in the last 5 minutes or so. As we move into the last 12 minutes of the game, a big line out in the context of the game. This Rexona line out for the St. Peter's. Isipathana has challenged all the line outs. Shakib Zumri has done all the destruction work, and he does it this time also brilliantly. Isipathana into the 22-meter now. Will try to clear this ball out. The man who did all the work takes the ball over. Now Shevani Anush. Isipathana sending the ball out to the corner. Quick hands from Isipathana as Nimantha Sandeep brought down, and play on is the call. He's doing good work to keep the ball. Now ball again to Tahir. He misses out, fumbles the ball, and gives the ball away for Isipathana. They do first race, they do it brilliantly, but then when they send the ball out to the forwards, something happens, Zumri.
Yeah, the scores we have is that Royal versus Trinity 48 points to 15. Trinity coming winners there. Ananda beating St. Thomas's by 37 points to 24. And Thurston 27 to 17 beating Sri Sumangala.
Number 18 on it. Right. Crouch.
Yeah, another Kawani scrum.
Bye.
Some interesting score lines there. Ananda beating St. Thomas. And here St. Peter's and Isipathana, we have a game on our hands. As St. Peter's, Shenuka Pereira breaks, gives it out to the scrum half. And here's Jamal, gives it out to Nechan. He has been doing a lot of running. Nechan Mantusha bumps off the first tackle.
And now Pereira to Shenuka Pereira. He comes in towards the place. Now quick ball out to Talish Soisa. Shiraz Pereira wants the ball to go out, but usually it's a call. He has Shenuka Pereira now. Another big carry from the Peter Wright skipper. Ashaz Akram will take this ball now for another pick and drive. Not a lot of meters gain. Now Talish Soisa also joins in the party. Quick work from St. Peter's.
Release it, no hands.
Release it, it's a call. Few meters away for St. Peter's. Good pressure from Isipathana.
Here.
And Madugaski tackle now. Shenuka Pereira, has he gone over? Held up is the call. Brilliant work from looks like from Isipathana. Number 21 Yanush and Sandeep. Brilliant work to held up the big boy from St. Peter's.
Yeah, there was a beautiful, brilliant movie called The Greatest Escape many years ago. And that became the greatest escape for Isipathana. They nearly touched down. And that would have closed the game. But a very slice kick by the Pathanians has not gone any headway, giving the Pete Wrights the opportunity to attack left and right because the ball has gone in the center line.
Yeah, Mantusha taking a bit too much time there, and Isipathana defense targeting him, and Kodituaku gets the ball. Now St. Peter's has numbers. Rashwin Sabha shows and goes. Rashwin Sabha just a few meters away. Now quick ball out is required from Shiraz, and this time Lakinu Pereira collects that loose ball and goes over for the Amana Bank try for St. Peter's College, and his third try of the season for Rana Singh. And referee consults with Charnilini in the corner and awards a try for Lakidu Rana Singh.
Rashwin Sabar right there, take a bow, my man. Saw the gap, had a clear mismatch with him and David Meunaga. For sure he knew he had the pace behind him. And that's where you don't want your prop forward to be there, attacking the 13 line, and just like that. Lakindu Rana Singh, brilliant dive, and a brilliant finish by the open side flanker.
Is it the final nail in the coffin for Isipathana? Against 27 points to 15. We've got 8 minutes to go, and the way the play is going around, Isipathana doesn't look like a side that will score or trouble the scorers. Beautiful conversion, 29 points to 15. Absolute beauty by St. Peter's, extending that lead by 2 points.
Yeah, the goal conversion from Raji Jian, who has come into the 15 in the second half. As you see, Rashwin Shaba shows and goes and makes a mess out of Rishmi Jahid there, and then Shiraz Pereira brought under the pressure, and Shakib Sumri looking to kick it away, but good collection from Rana Singh, and then Gion making the impact from the bench, taking over kicking duties, adding the extras. Now St. Peter's needs to take this ball and clear it as Revon Pereira collects the ball. 6.5 minutes remaining. Shiraz Pereira has no option but to go to the contact with himself now. St. Peter's takes the box kick from Jamal. Collection is good from Sandeep. Sandeep still standing. Finally brought down by the Peter Wrights, and brilliant work from Nechan Mantusha this boy is putting on a mega show today. And St. Peter's quickly taking the ball and trying to take the ball and kick it. But Gion has to do the clearance work. Again, St. Peter's spotting that space in the back as Pepeju
Number 10.
puts the kick, but number 10 Jamal Wahab was offside. So penalty in favor of Isipathana.
Things going upside down. So many things are happening here. Just St. Peter's have a comfortable lead, I would say. Not quite sure why they want to speed up the game. But offside calls the referee. Isipathana. The clock is ticking. Not quite sure why they are still taking time. Will want to make sure they score maybe in the first phase or the second phase. As Zumbri gets the line out. Here's Tendler. Gives it out to Dinsara. Shevan. Tendler once again to Yudi Kodituakku. Kodituakku goes into contact. Kodituakku almost gets through two defenders. Here's Shevan once again.
Backward.
Not the passes you want, especially when there is a prop forward. Here's Jamal spotting some space, puts the ball up. Kaviniros with the ball, goes into contact. Pressure building up for Isipathana and St. Peter's. Defense line has been absolutely brilliant. Zumbri says, I'll do it myself. Puts on a chip kick. Goes for the ball and here's Janush, collects it. Abdulaziz. Jafrad. Here's Navid Tahir once again with the ball.
Last foot.
Jafrad acting as the scrum half. Nimanta Sandeepa sees some space. Puts straight into the St. Peter's hand.
Yashiras Pereira puts a high hanging kick and he has to do the charging work. Good collection from Jai Singh for Isipathana. Now skipper Zumbri, lone warrior at the moment for the Green Machine, has been everywhere in the last few minutes. Now sending the ball wide again. The pass not going and not good for work from Abdulaziz. Frustration shown by him.
No hands.
And now St. Peter's trying to contest the ball, but still the ball with Isipathana standing and passing. This is not what we see from Isipathana. But quick ball out now in the corner to Rishmi Jafrad. Rishmi Jafrad will go over for the Amana Bank try. And they need to quicken things up. They need to convert this and go again if they want to tie this game. 2.5 minutes remaining. Some brilliant hands finally going into working for Isipathana.
Finally some accurate passing from Isipathana. This is what they had to do. Is it too late? Not quite sure. There's still 3 minutes on the clock. They have turned games in the last few minutes. Can they do it today? It's still a question. But this is brilliant by Isipathana. Forwards, backs, lining up, giving the quick passes out. Rizmi Jafrad with the Amana Bank try. Crucial conversion coming in. Tenlo Di Costa just misses it. And I think it's safe to say it's a one-side game from now on.
Yeah, crucial now to get a try soon if they want to keep in this game. And now we have to come and decide. 2 more minutes remaining. And we need to come up with a perfect player of the game. From Isipathana's side, skipper Zumbri performed brilliantly. And so did Nimanta Sandeep from St. Peter's. The 2 centers for Rashwin Sabha, Nitchan Mantusha, who have been performing brilliantly. And from my take, I would give it to Nitchan Mantusha, the man who have been everywhere in this game. He'll take a vote.
Yeah, absolutely. There are few candidates, but the game has been so good. I will leave up to you gentlemen to select the player, Swiss Tech player of the game, because it's been a good evening. Although St. Peters are in front, and it'll be a heartbreak for the green supporters. Nevertheless, it's been a fantastic game, and the boys have really shown up, put their hand up, and given everything that they had.
Seneca Pereira with the line out, not straight, says the referee. Maybe a one last play in this game. Coming back to the player of the match, yes, of course, I agree with you as well, Ilhan. Shakib Zumbri, absolutely brilliant with 2 tries and competing in all the lineouts. Nimanta Sandeep has always been very reliable with everything what he do. Just carrying an injury with this game, I think he was not up to the mark with his boot. And yes, talking about the player of the match, Netsan Mantusa, I think it's so easy for us to make that decision because he has been in the thick of the action in each and every play that St. Peters made.
Yeah, penalty advantage now for St. Peters, not 5 meters. St. Peters continue the play. And still Isipathana has not given up. And if St. Peters wins, Netsan Mantusha will be the player of the match. The Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, and that's confirmed. Referee telling it last play, so Costa will go to the corner. And Isipathana will try to score once more and get 2 points out of the game. That's the maximum they can do.
Not 5, says the referee. I think it was clearly offside from the St. Peters back line. But time's up. Last play, says the referee. Isipathana will just want to have one last say in this game as Zumbri goes up. Contested this time. Here's Boteju. Gives it out to Tenlo. Tenlo to Vidu. Has had a very silent game during the Godituaku.
No.
Yes, Taruka goes into contact. Shevan finds Sanija to Navid Tahir. Navid Tahir into contact. Here Shevan once again. Gives it out to Zumbri. Zumbri to Risaje. Gives it a good pass to Jafrad. Nipi win 3.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, another penalty for Isipathana. The clock is over 70. Still continuing in the last move of the game. This urgency where it was a few minutes ago. Sandeep into the corner. Referee blowing the whistle.
I'm sure the Isipathana skipper must be asking the referee, last place, can we have 2 bonus points for that? Because if we score and convert, give us the 2 bonus points. Fantastic. Absolute superb game. I think it's a bit too late that the Green Machine suddenly realized they need to trouble the scorer, as the referees will go in for a self. What do you call that?
Self-review option. They're gonna
Is it forward or not?
checking the last pass, whether it was forward or not. By Isipathana.
Exciting stuff. Isipathana just waited until the last moment to just bring up this rugby. Would have wanted to start off maybe a 15 to 20 minutes before the last minute. Let's take a look. High tackle, says the referee. Gives it out to Taruka.
One more angle, please.
Oh boy. That's definitely a high shot, but you've got the game on hands. You've already won your game, and you wouldn't want one of your best players.
No clear evidence.
For sure he wanted to get into that ball, but just
Try.
missed tackled, and that's definitely a high tackle.
Number 13 try. Captain.
Yeah, so they say no clear evidence on the forward pass. They will give the try.
No clear evidence. Try
yellow card will come for Ashwit Saba for the try.
Number 13 yellow card. No clear evidence. Number 13. Number 13.
Sabah will see yellow, but that is the game.
High tackle. Tries award. Match over.
Try awarded, only conversion to go.
Try එකට කලින් එයා තියන්නේ tackle එක එන්නේ. Try එක award වෙනවා.
So that's it. One conversion to go. Isipathana will score that try and get that additional bonus point also. Conversions would have made a huge difference in this game. St. Peter's scoring 5 tries. Isipathana also doing the same. Conversion from Shevanya Janusz. No, Sandeep is taking it. Final kick of the game. St. Peter's. Sandeep finally no, unfortunately that hits the upright. That's the game. That's the game for St. Peter's. And when the game heats up, so do you. Rexona's sport defense is specially designed for high performance men, fighting body odor while staying safe on skin. So whatever happens in this match, in a moment that makes you sweat, Rexona won't ever let you down, as St. Peter's win a crucial game and stay in the hunt for the cup segment top place.
What a game of rugby. This is what everyone are paying their tickets and coming here to watch. St. Peter's versus Isipathana, as always, one of the biggest rivalries in school rugby. Whether it's the league or the knockouts, these two teams has always been in that top position, and this is the kind of rugby everyone loves to watch. Always competitive, and the competition has been really high within these two teams, and it's really love to see them smiling and just giving their hands after the game, because these players, as I know, they have been playing in the under-18 outfit as well in Sri Lanka, so they know each other very well. So it's really lovely to see them smiling and giving their hugs after the game. But what a game of rugby.
Yeah,
we enjoyed it as well.
Just saw Shenuka asking about Kodituaku, how's it? So brilliant camaraderie between the two teams. Full-time confirmation, Isipathana 25, St. Peter's 29. So they get the big W at the Havelock Park and stay another week to fight for that title if they want. 2 games they have, and they need to win it. So it's all to play for is coming up in the next 2 weeks. So a lot of work to be done by Coach Raju Pereira and the team getting that big W. The second half highlights coming in.
So with this result, I think it's a clear path for Trinity and Zahira. Zahira, of course, will be decided with tomorrow's game. But here's the second half highlights. Abdulaziz with the kickoff, straight from the kickoff. Isipathana receiving it. Started good. Damsara with the scoring early on. And this is a try. This is a try, I think, that may give back the confidence St. Peter's needed. Brilliant stuff by the centre. Sabah and Lakindu Ranasinghe. Brilliant dive for the try. This conversion is where boost up the St. Peter's team. Navitai with a brilliant back of the hand, and was it just too late for Isipathana to get that try? And the last try for Taruka is making sure he got himself over the line.
All in all, a brilliant game of rugby. Two teams dishing out brilliant running game, and key stats of the game. Isipathana 25, 5 tries, no conversions. St. Peter's 5 tries also, that 2 conversion making the difference at the end of the game. Shows how crucial the kicking aspect of the game is, and the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Nitchan Manzushar from St. Peter's. Perfect game for him, 2 tries, brilliant work rate from the St. Peter's centre, and getting that accolade to win this Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. And upcoming fixtures, we have 3 games tomorrow. The big one, Wesley hosting Zahira at Havelock Park here. that will be coming to you live at 3:45. Prince of Wales playing Kinsut at Air Force Grounds in Ratmalana, and to complete a big ball segment clash, two big teams in that segment, Science College hosting TSA Nayaka College at Science College grounds to complete the week 7, and things are hotting up at the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Next week we got Wesley Isipathana at Sukadadasa, and Thurston also hosting St. Joseph. That's at the moment two unbeaten teams in the plate segment going head to head. That's a crucial game. Zairat versus Trinity. If Zaira can make a victory tomorrow against Wesley, this game is going to be a huge deciding game. Royal hosting St. Peter's for the BCNG Cup at Royal Complex. St. Thomas's hosts Sumangala at the big club grounds at Mount Lavinia. Anand on the up and looking for that plate title will host St. Anthony's, who are still winless in the second round. Kinsut versus DSA Nayaka in Bogambara. That's another big clash as both teams will try to win that ball. And Science hosting Mahanama, and Prince of Wales hosting Lumbini to finish off week 8 fixtures. So 2 more weeks of action remaining in this season, so all of the games will be very, very crucial, and a lot of exciting rugby is on the horizon. It's been an absolute privilege bringing this game alive to you, and a massive thanks to the Papare technical and production crew, and of course to all of you at home watching this game on the Papare. For myself, Nilham Pereira, Shahid Sumbri and SW Chang in the com box, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful evening.
To withstand every season. Modern designs, elegant finishes, made to match your style. Alumex handrails.
සේවක ඔබට විශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බවුන්ස් එකට යන්න.
That was summer refresh when the train make a go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
අව්ව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
For passion, a competitive spirit. It's for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes, too fresh.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Higher inverter air conditioner. Be chilled in any heat moment.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Built for every season. Customizable. Lightweight. Made to last beautifully. Alumex fencing system.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool. අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Black Knight Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Higher inverter refrigerators. What a spectacular catch.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can. Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
නව Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Love Rugby?
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari. Love Rugby?
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari. Love Rugby?
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari. Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මා ගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Built to withstand every season. Modern designs, elegant finishes, made to match your style. Alumex handrails.
සේවක ඔබට සුශේෂී දීමනාවක් ඕනෑම ස්මාර්ට්ෆෝන් එකක් මාස 12න් ටික ගෙවන්න ගන්න. අවම මූලික ගෙවීම රුපියල් 6550 සිට ඔබ ළඟම බවුන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Dawasama refresh when the train ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth ekata go ekak.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll off.
ඉස්පින්න ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.